All right, gotta do some unboxing. Where's my cutting tool for that? Perfect. Hi everybody, welcome to All Games New and Old. I'm David Rodriguez, and today I'm going to be unboxing Underwater Cities. I've had my eye on this one for a long time, but as I've had in other games I've talked about, I had trouble having it be in print when I actually wanted to go and get it. So I finally managed to score a copy, so I'm excited to check it out. I admit this sort of was something that I hadn't thought about buying for a little while because I knew it was sort of a, I don't know, maybe sort of a more somewhat heavier Euro feel. I don't know if that's actually correct, but that's something that I'd heard. And so I wasn't totally sure if I'd go for it. But after playing Praga Kaput Regni, who is by the same designer, Vladimir Suchy, I decided that maybe looking into some of his other games would be a great idea. And since this one did have a little bit of appeal to me, I decided to go ahead and take that plunge. So let's get into this and see what we have here. So it says promo included. I don't know what that promo is. I don't know if I'll know what it is when I see it, but we're going to find out what happens. So this game is for 1 to 4 players, and it looks like it's 40 minutes per player. So that's cool. I'll get that ready over here. All right. So it says, as overcrowded metropolises spread across the earth, humanity has realized it's time to establish a new home on the ocean floor. Kelp farms can provide food, desalinization plants can provide water, and laboratories can provide technology needed to build a network of underwater cities. Players direct the founding of their own underwater nations. They collect resources to build cities, a transportation network, and the facilities necessary to support life under the sea. Everything is accomplished by playing cards to choose from various actions. If the card matches the action, the player also gains a benefit from the card. At times, the action may be so important that the player will choose it even with a non-matching card. At other times, the benefit of the card may be so good that any action is acceptable as long as the card matches it. Balancing these choices is key to building an underwater habitat in which humanity can thrive. So, sounds pretty cool. Go ahead and dig into this guy here. So, I've heard this compared to the very popular Terraforming Mars. And here's confession time for me. I have not played Terraforming Mars. I have downloaded the app, but I just haven't got around to doing it because I need to have a good amount of time to sit there and mess with it. I have this thing with sci-fi, like space sci-fi, where I like it a lot, but I like it to not be, oh gosh, I guess so close to us. Like, I'd rather be in a a solar system that isn't the one that we're in, I guess. You know what I mean? So like when it's Mars, like that's like the next planet over. It's just not that exciting to me, even though I'm sure it's a great game. But yeah, I haven't played it. I would happily play it sometime. I was also sort of chased off by all the reports I'd heard of kind of the frankly cruddy graphic design and art of it. And I thought that was really kind of a bummer. So I didn't end up going for it. I'm curious about the new Ares Expedition game, and perhaps I'll check that out sometime. But for now, we have Underwater Cities, which does appeal to me more for some reason, even though the underwater area is even closer than Mars. I feel like it's a different take. It's when it goes into space that I need it to be further away than our solar system for me to be excited about it. So that's just me. I'm a weirdo. So let's get into this. Underwater Cities. All right. There's a lot of little things going on here. Okay. So we have a bag of various wood tokens of some sort. I'm not sure what they do, but I'm sure they're to keep track of something. We have, oh, okay, so these, I think I've seen these before. Let me get in here and pull out a couple of these guys. If I'm not mistaken, and I very well could be, these are like little domes you place on your cities, because obviously you're underwater. You need to be in a dome or something to protect it. So there's a lot of reds and whites, and it looks like there's like one green one in there. So I'm curious what the significance of that is, but those are pretty cool. That's one of the things I like about this, is just that little nice touch with that. Okay, so here, these are more tokens. These are more of a plastic type. They are white, green, and yellow. I'll pull out a green one here. We can take a look. Nope, I pulled out a white one. Well, I'll pull out a white and a green one. That'll be fine. So these are pretty cool. Again, not totally sure what they're used for. I'm sure to track something, but I like those quite a lot. Very nice looking. Let's put these aside. Okay, there's some extra baggies in here, it looks like, which is pretty typical. Oh, let's see. This has all kind of got mixed together. So let me pull this off here. I'm curious what I'm looking at. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing this might be, it might be a reference of some sort. I'm not sure, but it could be like a, maybe a technology track sort of thing. I'm not at all certain about that. I really am just guessing, but I'm wondering if that could be what I'm looking at. These are just a thin sheet, like they're not cardboard, which could be okay. I mean, they're not even like a stiff card, actually. They're better than a sheet of paper, but they're pretty, you know, pretty floppy, which can be, I'm moving this thing out of the way, that can be kind of worrisome. Granted, I don't imagine you do too much with these other than have them in front of you, so it might be just fine. But anyway, that is that. They look nice, for sure. Okay, let me get all these plastic bags out of the way. There's a ton of plastic bags to help organize. Let's look at some of these cards. I haven't been able to take a very close look at the artwork. From what I have seen, it looks really nice, but let's maybe get a better look here. Okay. So it does look pretty good. Very evocative of the theme. Oh, wow. These guys' haircuts, they look... I assume this takes place in the picture, but this looks... Or in the picture. I assume this takes place in the future, but these haircuts look like they're something out of like a 70s TV show to me. So that's fine. It doesn't really bother me. You know, whatever. Those looks could come back, I imagine. But that's all right. It's a style. So I'm not going to go through every card, I don't think, but I do... Wow, what's going on? I tried to remember, this is like a hat or her hair. It looks really interesting. Huh. Anyway, either way, that's kind of cool. So there are some repeat stuff, it looks like, but not. There's a lot of unique art as well, so that's kind of cool. I'm curious how thematic these cards are to what's going on. Like if the effect they have on the game actually is sort of evocative of what you're seeing in the picture or what it's called. So that should be kind of interesting to see. Export, that looks like a crazy yacht of some sort, but not something I'll ever own, sadly. Okay, so there's all kinds of, a lot of the art does kind of repeat. I'm sure you've seen some of the same stuff again. I know I have, but that's fine. All right, so let me put this aside. There's another big bunch of cards here. I'm curious if it's just more of the same or if it actually is something different. So I'm going to put that away. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so Funeral Mission, Trial Run. Okay, I definitely recognize this artwork from some of the previous stuff we looked at, so these might just be more of the same, I'm guessing. David and Jeremy Island, huh? Well, I'm David, but personal assistant. Okay, there's some other... Again, I'm guessing these are reference cards. I could certainly be wrong, but they look like they probably are. These are a little different. I'm not sure. I'm curious what the meaning of all these are, but... Huh, all right. Well, they look nice. I like the art pretty well. Get that other plastic bag out of the way. Let me see what I've got here. Oops. Okay, this is our rule book. And let's take a look and see how many pages this sucker is. Okay, so it's 19 pages. This one has a lot of just card effects on it, but nothing too out of control. If it's anything like the Praga Kaput Regni book, it should be pretty well done. I was impressed with that book. So we'll see, but I think it looks like it'll be okay. Lots of cool examples with pictures, which is always very helpful. I will likely look up a how to play video as well before I actually dive into playing it, but it looks like it's probably pretty good. Okay, here we have some punch board here, some tokens to punch out. These look really neat. It's cool, like, I'm not even sure what's going on. Almost looks like a cityscape on them a little bit. So that's cool. I'm not sure what all these are, but this will all make sense as we get into it, I'm sure. These are some smaller ones. I'm guessing because the back mentioned kelp and whatnot, so I'm guessing that's what some of this stuff is, but I'm not certain yet. But they all look nice enough. I'm not sure what these look like, maybe doors. I'm not sure what that is going to be used for, but I'm sure it'll make sense eventually. Or there's a lot of boards in here. Okay. So kind of more of the same, which is understandable. I'm sure there's a lot of each type of resource and token and whatnot. We've seen this one already. Ooh, there goes that little piece. Okay, so this might be a player board because there's several of these in here. So I'm guessing this is where you're going to be building out your city. Here's where some of those larger like cityscape looking tokens go, I'm assuming. Domes, and then I'm not sure exactly what you're putting around here in these little circles, but again, I'm sure that'll make sense when I actually read the rules. But they look nice. Oh, they're double-sided. Okay, I wonder... Yeah, there's some difference between them. I don't know if it matters too much either way. If they recommend everyone play at the same side or what. Okay, now this is the board, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna, let me move some stuff aside and let's see if I can actually get this out and open. I've got all kinds of stuff on my table here. All right. So, let's see here. So I'm gonna have to kind of scroll this. Actually, hold on, can I zoom out? Let me see if I can zoom out. I can zoom out just a little. Help some. So my camera's, hanging above what I'm recording, and just tonight the little handle that lets me raise and lower it broke. So I need to get another tripod apparently, which is a big bummer, but I couldn't get any higher than this, but that's okay. It's good enough. So you can kind of see what we have here. I'm guessing these are areas where cards go, or maybe they're played. There's a track along the side here. Again, not sure what that is for yet. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is the 3 and 4 player side, I assume. Let me flip this over and see what's on the other side. Okie dokie, yep. And this is the 1 and 2 player side. I'm not sure how very different they are, but I'm sure there are differences that make more sense to go from one side to the other. But anyway, that's basically all the components. I am glad to see that this, at least initially, looks like a smaller footprint game than Praga. I love Praga a lot. It's great, but man, it is a big, big game. If you don't believe me, check out the review video I did. It is a large, large table hog of a game. So, I like that there's a little tablet here. It even has like a little battery and thing and all that, so that's kind of fun. Anyway, that is everything that is in the box of Underwater Cities. So, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like and subscribe and click the little bell icon so you can know about the next time I put out a video. Otherwise, look forward to seeing you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. Bye. If you liked that video, you have no idea how much I respect your wise and intelligent opinion. And you might like this video.
Or this one.
Either way, if you want to go ahead and click this button to subscribe, we'd really appreciate it.
We'll see you around the table.
Bye.
Bye.